Afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today is stage 3, no faffing about. We need to do a little bit of learning today, so be ready for that. I'm going to show you some basic moves and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Rubik's Cube, just to get that into your head implanted a little bit more. By the end of today's video, we will have the full white face completed and we'll also have the bottom row completed, and then it's just about practicing that over and over and over and over and over and over. So at the end of the second video, we would have had this white cross on the bottom of our Rubik's Cube, which all have mastered by now. Hopefully you will have, and you're ready for stage 3. So before we go on, we just need to have a little bit of a lesson. Firstly, this is not the only way you can do a Rubik's Cube. There is lots of other ways to do a Rubik's Cube. They might be faster, they might not be, but this is the way I was taught via YouTube tutorials, and that's the way I'm going to teach you. There is lots and lots of ways to solve a Rubik's Cube. So one of the things I've already said is the yellow always stays on the top and the white always stays on the bottom of the Rubik's Cube. That's how you should be holding your Rubik's Cube. Now a little bit about the Rubik's Cube. So as we're talking about the pieces, the center pieces, that is what they are. Center pieces is what they're called, and they never move away from each other. So they're on an axle. So the yellow centerpiece will always be opposite the white, green will always be opposite the blue, and the orange will always be opposite the red. Those pieces will never move off the Rubik's Cube. The other pieces we've got on a Rubik's Cube are the edge pieces, which is this piece here. Now you need to try not to think of them as stickers, but pieces. That's very important too. So the edge pieces have got 2 sides to them. 1, 2. And these corner pieces, they've got 3 sides to them. 1 on this side, 1 on top, and 1 round the side. And then obviously you've got your center pieces, which always stay orientated on its axle. So that is just a little bit about the Rubik's Cube itself. And try not to think of them as stickers. Think of them as pieces that you're moving around in a puzzle. I know it might all just be whoa, but stick with it, honestly, it will make sense eventually. So one of the other things we need to learn today is we need to learn the trigger move. So now we need to go down to the little camera. Okay, so here we got our Rubik's Cube. So this is the trigger move, this is called. Now this is really important, the trigger move, because it's used throughout all the stages we're going to go for now. And we'll do it on the right and left side. First of all, I'm going to show you the correct way you should be holding your Rubik's Cube. When you're holding it in your left hand, your thumb needs to be blocking those 4 pieces there. These 4 pieces here, imagine this is the front face. Your thumb needs to be blocking those 4 pieces. So place your thumb there to block those 4 pieces. And then the back of the Rubik's Cube, the bit that the face will be facing away with you, you put your middle 2 fingers. So essentially that leaves you with your little finger free and your upper finger free as well, your index finger free, with those 2 fingers blocking the 4 at the back and with your thumb blocking the 4 at the front. And that makes it easier to move and manipulate this other side here, okay? And that's the idea behind that. So you've got, and it's done exactly the same on the other side. So if this is your front again here, you're going to block the 4 with your right hand and then your fingers blocking the 4 on the back, so that this side moves independently, and that allows you to manipulate the cube. Okay, so I'll show you the trigger move now. So the trigger move, holding the Rubik's Cube in your left hand, as we've just shown you how to do, so that you've got your right side of your Rubik's Cube to roll around as much as you want, okay? The trigger move I will show you now, and we'll use this throughout, like I said, with the Rubik's Cube facing towards you, 90 degrees away from you, and then the top, with your free finger here, you turn 90 degrees towards you, and then you bring that right side again 90 degrees back towards you. That is your trigger move. So do it again for you. So holding the Rubik's Cube in your left hand, as I've shown you how to do, your thumb blocking the front 4, your 2 fingers blocking the back, your right side is free, you rotate it 90 degrees forward, and then the top 90 degrees towards you, and then the right side 90 degrees back towards you. So away, top round 90 degrees, and then back towards you 90 degrees. That's the trigger move. And it's exactly the same on the left hand side. You block your fingers out again. So I'm blocking those 4 at the back, and then my thumb's going to block the 4 on the front, leaving the left side free. So the trigger move is left side away from your 90 degrees, the top towards your 90 degrees, and then the left side back towards your 90 degrees. And that is the trigger move. So you need to practice doing that. So block off the side and just keep practice doing that. until you can do it really fast. So 90 degrees away, top 90 degrees towards you, 90 degrees back towards you. That is really important because you're going to be using that a lot from now on. Right, so let's start using the trigger move to get the white bottom, fill out this cross, which will leave us with a full white surface, and the whole bottom row will be completed as well, and that's all going to be using the trigger move. So I'll show you what we're doing. There's various scenarios that you need to be prepared for. So in stage 3, what we're looking for now, we've got our white cross on the bottom, yellow stays on top, white stays on the bottom. So make sure you've got your Rubik's Cube orientated like that. Now what we're looking for in this stage is white pieces on this top row facing outwards. So white pieces on the top row facing outwards. So you go around and find those first of all. There's one there, and we had another one. So we've got 2, and basically what we're trying to do is get them down to the bottom to make this full white face, and in doing that, as I said, we'll complete the bottom. And you do need to think of the Rubik's Cube in layers rather than faces. So rather than it having faces, it's got 1, 2, 3 layers that we need to complete. So think about it like that, rather than faces. So once we've located our white pieces that are facing outwards, we then need to slip round the corner of that corner piece to find what colour is here. Now on this one it's blue and it's red on top. Don't worry about the red on top. All we're looking for at this point is find the white ones that are facing out and then slide around into the corner of the other side to find what colour that is. Now on mine it is blue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm keeping the white at the bottom. I'm going to rotate that blue piece round till I find its corresponding centre piece. So they're now diagonally matched with that white piece there. They're now diagonally matched. The one round the corner is diagonally matched with the blue centre piece. Once you've done that, you want to bring that blue face and face it towards you. So what that'll leave is it'll leave this white outer piece facing on the right hand side. It'll be on the right hand side as you look at it because this diagonal blue piece is matching up there, and as we face that towards us, that'll be on our right hand side. That white piece will be on our right hand side. So all you do then is you perform the trigger move which we've just shown you. So we will go 90 degrees away from us, the top 90 degrees towards us, and then 90 degrees back down. And what that will have done is bring that white piece into the white bottom, okay? And then you need to locate any other ones that are on the top. Do I have any others on the top face? I actually don't. So that's good because this is going to show us the other scenarios. So I've got a white one on top here, and I've got a white one on the bottom, and I've got another white one on the bottom. Now what I need to do is I need to bring those white ones up to the top row and have them facing out. So these are all the scenarios you'll face. You'll either have them on this top face facing out, which is where you want them to be. They might appear on the top, or they might appear on the bottom row. Okay, all our corner pieces, that's where they might appear. So this is all the scenarios covered. So we'll start with the one that's on the bottom. So if you've got one on the bottom, again, bring that white piece so it's facing towards you. The white's still on the bottom, the yellow's still on the top. That white piece that's on the bottom row, bring it so it's facing towards you and perform the trigger move right side, because the white piece is on the right side if you're going to do a right trigger move. White piece facing towards me, 90 degrees away, 90 degrees top turn towards me, and 90 degrees back, okay? And now what's happened is it's moved it to the top. Now, if we've got one on the top, what we need to do, this is where it might get a bit tricky. One's on the top. We need to check the bottom of where the white gaps are. So we've got 3 white gaps, so we've got to bring 3 down onto the bottom. So if it's on the top, yellow on the top, white on the bottom, we've got 2 remaining on the top here. So you need to match this white piece that's on the top with an empty white space on the bottom. So bring your white piece round so it's over this gap. So there's my white piece there on the top, and on the bottom there's the gap I want it to go into. So white piece on the top, directly underneath it is the white gap what I want it to go into. And then what you do is you turn the Rubik's Cube, so the 2 white pieces there, we're just concentrating on this one at the moment, one on the right hand side as we turn it back towards us. You do the trigger move, but you do it twice. So watch carefully, you do it once, 90 degrees away towards me. This is just the trigger move once, top towards me 90 degrees, and then back towards me. And then just do it again. It might seem strange, but just do it again. So 90 degrees away from me, 90 degrees top towards me and 90 degrees back towards you. And what you'll see is it's brought those two now facing outwards on the top row, which is where we want them to be, okay? So we can now go ahead and put them into the bottom the same way we did before, and I'll show you again. So here we've got a white piece facing out. Round the corner from him is an orange piece. So you turn the Rubik's Cube round until you match it up with an orange piece. There's the orange piece, there's your white piece there. Your orange piece is now diagonally matched with that centre. So you bring the Rubik's Cube round so that the orange, where it's diagonally matched, is facing towards you. And then I've got my white piece on my left hand side. So you're going to do the left trigger for that one. 90 degrees away, 90 degrees towards you, and 90 degrees underneath you, back towards you. And then that will have taken that one into that space at the bottom. And then we've got another two here, so we're going to do the same again. We've got our white one here with a red round the corner from him. It's already matched up with the red centre, in fact. So bring this red face so it's facing towards you. Your white piece is on the outside. This is the one we're dealing with, so it's on our right hand. So we're going to turn it 90 degrees away from us, 90 degrees towards us on the top, and then 90 degrees back towards us on that right hand side. And that's that one down in the bottom. Same again for this little fella here. Here's a white one here. He's got a blue centre. So turn him round till you find his blue friend. There he is, diagonally matched, white on the side, round to the blue, diagonally matched there. Bring that blue face it towards you. And then this is now on our left hand side. There's our white piece. So we're going to perform the left trigger, 90 degrees away from us, 90 degrees towards us, 90 degrees back towards us on the left hand side. And that will have taken them all down to the bottom. So we've now got a full white face, and as a consequence of that, we've also completed the bottom layer. Okay. So that is it. So if you're struggling with that, you just need to go back and watch the video again. It's all about using your right and left trigger moves and making sure the third stage, you can't get them down onto the bottom until you've got them on this top layer facing outwards. It's going to be all your corner pieces that you're bringing down. So you need to get them onto the top layer facing outwards. And I've shown you how to do that from them being on the top. And if they end up on the bottom row, it's all about using that trigger move on the left and the right hand side. 90 degrees away from you, 90 degrees back towards you on the top, and then 90 degrees back towards you on the side that you initially turn, which is the right hand side. In this case, the left hand side exactly the same. 90 degrees away from you, the top 90 degrees towards you, and then that left side 90 degrees back towards you. That is your trigger move. Hold your Rubik's Cube correctly, get used to handing it, just mess it up and start it all again. That is stage 3. Stage 4 gets even trickier. So get learning that. Leave me a comment if you're struggling, and if you need anything explained, then get in touch with me in the comments and I'll let you know, and get doing that as quick as you can. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.